So here we have yet another thought-provoking picture. Let's take a look at this thought-provoking picture. Okay, so to kick off, we're going to take a look at the picture, right? So to kick off, to get things started, we're going to just take a look at the picture. In the picture, there's a man, and he looks like a businessman because he's wearing a suit and a tie here. He's obviously an office worker or a businessman of some kind. But stuck onto his face is a smartphone. So there's a smartphone stuck right onto his face. And on the smartphone, we can see an emoji. It's an emoji of a smiley face. It's a smiley face emoji. And the smiley face emoji and the smartphone is stuck right over his face. So we can't see his eyes, his nose, his mouth. We can't see his face because there's a smartphone stuck on top of it. So when the artist created this piece of art, what kind of message do you think they were trying to convey to us? What was their message? What were they trying to convey to the audience? Well, for me, if I had to hazard a guess, right? If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that the message of this picture is about social media, right? If I had to hazard a guess, that's what I would say. It's probably about social media, because I think it's an undeniable truth. It's an undeniable truth, I think, that on social media, people always put their best face forward. Yes? People always put their best face forward. And what I mean by that is on social media, people always show their lives to be better than they really are, right? Better than in reality. So if you look at somebody's social media profile, they are usually smiling, happy, having fun, going to cool places, going to parties, having a great time. But is this the reality of their life really? Or does this person also have negative moments? Do they cry sometimes? Do they get angry? Do they make mistakes in their lives? Yes, they do, but they don't post that on social media, right? They don't post the bad things on social media. So on social media, people always put their best face forward, right? They always put their best face forward on social media. And that's what this picture is trying to represent. Like, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say the artist is trying to convey a message to us about social media specifically with this picture. Now, this is interesting because I think some people's social media profiles are more fake than others. Like, for example, I'm not somebody who takes great care to curate my social media profile, right? I don't feel a strong need to curate my profile. I'm not trying to choose the photos carefully, choose which photos I put up and which ones I don't. I don't really feel a need to curate my profile like that. That said, it is true that I don't post pictures up that make me look really ugly, right? If I'm going to choose a photo to put on my social media account, it's not going to be the one, where my eyes are closed like this. It's going to be the photo where I look good, okay? And it's probably the same for you. I imagine it's the same for you. If you post something on social media, are you going to post things that show you in a bad light? On your social media profile, are you going to upload photos or make posts on there that show you in a bad light? Or are you going to put your best face forward and show things to the world which show you in a positive light, right? In a good light? I'm sure that the answer is the latter, right? I'm sure it's the latter, the second option, right? I'm sure that you would prefer to show people things that show you in a positive light, right? I'm sure that's true. I think everybody does this on their social media profile to some extent. Everybody tries to put their best face forward on social media. However, I would say that some social media accounts take this a step too far, right? They take it a step too far. There are some social media accounts that really are very, very fake. There are some social media accounts which show the whole family. I don't know if you've seen these kind of accounts before, but they show the whole family, the mother, the father, the daughter, the son, and they follow the whole family in their daily lives. And quite often it comes out later, right, with these big social media accounts. It often comes out later that actually there were big problems in the family, right? That things were not as they seemed. They were putting their best face forward to the social media. They were trying to show their family to be like a perfect family on social media. Look how happy we are. We're a perfect, happy family. That's what they want everybody to believe. But quite often, a few years after, it comes out that there were big problems in the family, big problems. This is a very common story. So I would say, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say that that's what this artist was trying to convey with this picture. He's trying to make a point about social media and how that we all hide behind our social media profiles, how we all try to put our best faces forward, and that it is not really our true lives being represented on social media, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and so on. It's all a little bit fake. Either it's really fake, or for most people, just a little bit fake. That's the end of the video. Thank you for listening. Keep listening to English and keep learning new vocabulary. I will see you in the next one.